Welcome to PRG 155 Programming Fundamentals Using C, Lab 1. Now to get to this video, you actually clicked here, and this link here is going to take us to the tool that's going to allow us to download Visual Studio 2015 for home use. So let's click on it, and what we're going to see up here is it's going to say vscommunity.exe, and we're going to say save file. And up here we can see this flashing, so when we go here and double click on it, it's going to launch Visual Studio Download. Now it says initializing setup, configuring feed, and eventually it'll say install, and we just click on the install button here, and we're going to say yes. Depending on your speed of download, it'll take 20 minutes to about a half hour, and you'll finally get this message, and you just hit launch. At this point, Visual Studio will start to come up, and you'll get this message coming up, and it will generate this on your screen. Now what we're going to do at this point is we're just going to exit. We're going to say file, exit, because what we want to do is to be able to call this up whenever we want. Let's see how we do that next. Now what we're going to do is we're going to click down here with the left button. We're going to scroll down until we get V for Visual Studio. And here we have it, Visual Studio 2015. We're going to do is right mouse click, and we're going to go to More, and we're going to say Pin to Taskbar. When we do that, we'll have a little icon down here, and then we can launch it anytime we want. So we're just going to click on that. To finish our installation, we have to go to New Project here, and we're going to select Visual C++. We're going to go to Windows, and then up here we're going to have to install Windows Platform Drivers, and then we're just going to say install. Now as it says here, we have to close Visual Studio to let this finish. So let's go over here and say file, exit, and then go down here and say continue. Common tools for Visual C++ and say next. Microsoft Software, say update, and say yes. When you finally, after a half hour or so, see this message, you know your setup's complete, and now you're able to use Visual Studio to create your projects. So let's just hit close and relaunch Visual Studio. And this time when we choose New Project, under Visual C++, we'll find Windows 32 now and Win32 application. Create this and call this Lab 1 under Win32 console application and say OK. The next thing we're going to do is we hit next, and this is very important. Every time you create a project, you're going to uncheck these two and check empty project and say finish. And at this point, we're ready to set up first project.